Hello, everyone.
It's me again.
We're in the Book of Wisdom 2. It uploaded again, so that was great. And we are just going to get going. I'm a little late today. Okay. It's getting warmer, more humid. It rained again. Everything in the garden is growing. It's wonderful. Had spinach, mustard greens, radishes that we've already had on our dinner table. Yes. Went to the farmer's market for the first time. Yes, that was wonderful too. Got just a couple of things there. Because that's kind of what was available that I wanted to buy. What else have we had? I think that's about it. Anyway, so I love eating from the garden. I love it. All right, let's get going. We're still in 2 is still, I'm almost thinking maybe I should do what I did with the other one to not get confused and rather than go by 3, 4, and then. But it's fine. Life as the godless see it. So we had started with yesterday. Again, it's just confusing. Why did they break it up like this? Why don't they have that all together instead of in these odd... Is it doing it again? No. Maybe that's what I'll do. All right. So this is part of 2, but I read part of it yesterday. Life as the godless see it. But the godless call for death with deed and word. Counting him friend, they wear themselves out for him. With him they make a pact worthy as they are to belong to him. Okay, I don't know. I've never heard a godless person ungodless. I've never heard someone that calls themselves an atheist say that. Maybe at that time they did. And now 2 starts. And this is the false argument they use. Our life is short and dreary. There is no remedy when our end comes. No one is known to have come back from Hades. We came into being by chance, and afterward shall be as though we had never been. The breath in our nostrils is a puff of smoke, reason a spark from the beating of our hearts. Extinguish this and the body turns to ashes and the spirit melts away like the yielding air. In time our name will be forgotten, nobody will remember what we have done. Our life will pass away like wisps of cloud, dissolving like the mist that the sun's rays drive away, and that its heat dispels. For our days are the passing of a shadow, our end is without return. The seal is affixed and nobody comes back. Okay. Wow, it goes on. But godless people had a lot to say at that time. Or, again, this is somebody, whoever wrote this is assuming that, right? Yes, this isn't a person. The person who wrote this down isn't a godless person, right? As far as I know, from what we read to begin with. And so wisdom needs a counterpart to be wisdom. I guess. I don't know. But it sounds odd, doesn't it? So wisdom has to have a negative side, has to point out a negative side in order then for wisdom and on the positive to be wisdom. Something to think about? Yes, okay. Come then, let us enjoy the good things of today. Let us use created things with the zest of youth. Oh, created things. And who created them? So, you see, someone's assuming that people who don't believe in God, don't know God the way we do, thinks that way. But, okay, maybe it's just the wording. Let us use created things with the zest of youth. Take our fill of the dearest wines and perfumes. On no account forego the flowers of spring, but crown ourselves with rosebuds before they wither. No meadow, whatever that means, no meadow excluded from our orgy. Well, there you go. Let us leave the signs of our revelry everywhere, since this is our portion, this our lot. As far as I know, the golden rule can be found just about anywhere in the world, in scriptures and among people. Otherwise, without religion. That's the golden rule, right? The golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So is this true? Would this be true for every godless person or whoever is considered godless? No. These are, and I'm sorry, but whatever was just said here, I know of people who tell me they believe in God and they still do all of this. In fact, there's a lot of people out there. Yes? Oh. Does this really talk about godless people here? Who does it actually talk about? People don't care. It's people who just don't care. They don't care. As for the upright man who is poor, let us oppress him. Let us not spare the widow, nor respect old age, white-haired with many years. That's all stuff that people who believe in God do as well. Let our might be the yardstick of right, since weakness argues its own futility. Let us lay traps for the upright man, since he annoys us and opposes our way of life. Reproaches us for our sins against the law. Wait a minute. Upright people do that too to others. They oppress them with their laws and say that rather than teach. True, isn't it? Yes? Okay. And accuses us of sins against our upbringing. He claims to have knowledge of God and calls himself a child of the Lord. I thought they were godless. Oh. Okay, the godless are talking about. Okay. We see him as reproof to our way of thinking. The very sight of him weighs our spirits down. For his kind of life is not like other people's, and his ways are quite different. In his opinion, we are counterfeit. He avoids our ways as he would filth. He proclaims the final end of the upright as blessed and boasts of having God for his father. Let us see if what he says is true, and test him to see what sort of end he will have. For if the upright man is God's son, God will help him and rescue him from the clutches of his enemies. Wow, I'm sorry. Does this sound... This sounds as if this was during Jesus' time. This is a bit confusing here. Let us test him with cruelty and with torture, and thus explore this gentleness of his. This was all written down or put together, written down before, just 50 years before Christ, so they say. And put his patience to the test. Let us condemn him to a shameful death, since God will rescue him, or so he claims. All right, having read all this, there's all kinds of things that came to my mind when it comes down to, I think that as people of God, believing in God, acknowledging God, our heavenly parent, people become also very self-righteous. I've heard enough times in my life when I disagreed with a doctrine or this or that, oh, the devil is doing this with you right now. And I'm going, no, he isn't. I'm looking at the way of how people live, and it's not right. I don't care how you pull God into it. It's not right. Done. And I'm not going to change my mind. If you want to call me then, oh, you don't believe it isn't, okay. I know myself. I know where I stand. Yes? So, I have to say that I think, just like in war, it goes both ways. Yes? There are people on, per se, both sides. Also, in the way that the person who wrote this down, and I'm assuming, is not godless, just assumes this is how the godless feel, or say things, and put some stuff together on what they have said, and separates. There's a separation going on. There's no unity among the people. Say, okay, let's figure out how we can unite our thoughts on all this. Right? And, of course, to say, I'm right, you're wrong. Right? Okay. like that. And oppress, not giving a choice, is to control the people as well, right? Yes. During that time, from what I've seen, this was just 50 years before, okay, supposedly, Jesus was born. The people who were in power and ruled and the commoners, they have become so oppressive of the people that no wonder some people would say, forget this. Have a good life. The way to have a good life is better not believe in God, because that's just mayhem. Yes? Try to understand both sides. Yes? All right. But, of course, there is some. But, again, it won't work by just saying you don't belong. Right? Yes? Because you don't believe. It's one restores, one teaches, one tries the best. But we do it with love. We try to do it with love. Okay. Give a reason, right? Yes? Okay. All right. So we have a little left. Error of the godless. This is the way they reason, but they are misled, since their malice makes them blind. I have seen people who believe in God, profess to believe in God, and are even called and chosen to be greatly misled. Great malice in their heart towards others, even their own parents. So again, these are errors of everyone, not just, you can't separate the people. They do not know the hidden things of God. They do not hope for the reward of holiness. They do not believe in the reward for blameless souls. For God created human beings to be immortal. He made them as an image of his own nature. Death came into the world only through the devil's envy, as those who belong to him find their cost. I've got to go. My dearest daughter is over here, my darling daughter. And I need to get going. So, finished up. Yes, it's a little bit of a short one. That's all right. I believe in unity, regardless of what people believe. There's goodness in everyone's heart, and that's what we search for. Yes? Eldritch, have a wonderful day. Another prayer today. Yes? Okay. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you, guide you, and embrace you with love. And I will talk to you all another time.